Why is it not? Oh, that's why.
The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Another generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth?
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not explaining to my intern exactly what R&B is, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
To me, generational wealth means access to joy. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it can buy a lot of things that make it easier. I find that when your basic needs are met, it's a lot easier to work on other things. Like even for myself as an artist, like I'm not the best creative, I'm not the best artist. When my basic needs aren't being met, and not having to worry about that for yourself, but also for the people closest to you, like your loved ones. To me, that's the beauty of generational wealth. To me, generational wealth is community. It's being able to talk to people and figure out what they need and help them. I feel like especially in Seattle,
this campaign to create awareness of generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary all-fame DJ Mix Master Ice. UTFO. What's up? Who do you think this is? This is Sir Mix-Live.
Hey, this is Jimmy Jam.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Brad Nix of GMS. What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness. Bringing back the memories. Bringing back the memories. Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Radio Avenue Radio.world.
That's right.
Hey, dealing with COVID-19 is uncharted territory, and everyone has different challenges. People may feel anxious, down, or overwhelmed. For some, these feelings can lead to changes in sleep patterns, an increased use of alcohol or drugs, or withdrawing from the people around them. If you know someone who's having a hard time coping, you can help by reaching out to talk and listen. To learn more about how
Swerve, do you mind getting the door? My co-host decided to show up right now, so
273-TALK. Brought
thanks,
to you by
man.
the state of Washington.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Check us out on social media. Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and on Twitter at Rainier Ave Radio.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D-Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and IDYourself
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest
Was he
music,
there?
and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Okay.
Here goes the first song.
Oh crap! First song.
It's the mafia, baby. She don't wanna lose my love. She don't wanna lose my trust. She don't wanna move or plus. All she ever really wanna do is, baby, love your touch. Wanna really see your body moving. Don't make me fall in love. Don't make me wanna lose my love. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they really want from me. Tell me what they want from me.
Under the current, trying to figure she worth it. The big body bends, the big bags, the Birkins. Captive captions, Instagram verses. Perfect on the outside, inside just purses. We go together like big letters. Capital B for me, she beats whatever she wants it to be. I don't gotta talk, she's speaking for me. Understand, you see her, you see me. Hop in the V, I'm in the mood, yeah. If you get rude, yeah, you gotta move, yeah. You with that dude, yeah. You got the juices, yeah. What we gonna do, yeah.
She don't wanna lose my love. She don't wanna lose my trust. She don't wanna move or plus. All she ever really wanna do is, baby, love your touch. Wanna really see your body moving. Go make me fall in love. Go make me wanna lose my love. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they really want from me. Tell me what they want from me.
I Hoffa, freak all the mamas. Big Papa, mama, welcome to Mikasa. Interior's llama, please enjoy the topless. Face on the AP, flash like the coppers. Shorty busted open like she waiting for the doctor. Clothing's not an option. Foyer sound like we sitting at the opera. She's ready to be nasty. I ain't gonna stop her. I'ma just watch her.
She don't wanna lose my love. She don't wanna lose my trust. She don't wanna move or plus. All she ever really wanna do is, baby, don't lose your touch. Wanna really see your body moving. Go make me fall in love. Go make me wanna lose my love for me. Say that you be loving me supposedly. I'm just trying to separate my wants and needs, and I need you to be everything. Yeah, I need you to do anything for me. I could be a friend, a king you need, a queen you be. That's why you're in my vicinity. Let's make history. She don't wanna lose my love. She don't wanna lose my trust. She don't wanna move or plus. All she ever really wanna do is, baby, don't lose your touch. Wanna really see your body moving. Go make me fall in love. Go make me wanna lose my love. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they want from me. Tell me what they really want from me. Tell me what they want from me.
Rainier Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. It's fresh juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, as I get my name right on the screen right there. All right, man. And D Money, by the way, 1/4 member of the Juice Pack. We also got our guy,
Pint Size Patron.
And we got
IDYourself, you heard?
And apparently we don't have OG Mambo at the moment, but we are the Juice Pack, and we host Fresh Juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Like I said, you can check us on all of our platforms, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, IG and Twitter, Fresh Juice Media, and on YouTube, you can go youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media for all clips from the show, man. And lots of stuff on there for you to see. So definitely go check that. youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media will take you directly to the page. As always, we play new hip hop, we play new R&B, anything that's affiliated around the scheme, Afro beats, reggae, anything that's really dope. We'll look for it, we'll find it, and we'll put it on for you guys. We also talk to artists, man. So every week we get in some artists, we get to know them. We got a couple of great ones for you. We're actually our first in-studio guest in over a month, man. So he's here with us, man. So as you can see there on the screen, DJ Swervewon is here with us, man. We're definitely excited to chat with him. He recently announced that he'll be retiring at the end of 2024. So we're going to get into that for sure.
Okay.
We also got Buggzy Hoffa joining us from New York. You heard him from that opening joint, My Love. Sorry. There we go. My Love right there, which he recently played on the show. And after hearing that, he wanted to be on. So we're going to be chatting with him for sure. Buggzy Hoffa also joining us, man. So DJ Swervewon, Buggzy Hoffa. Going to be a dope show, man. All right, man. How you guys this week's been?
It's going well.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that.
We went to the Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy.
Now, who was playing? Who was playing?
D-Ray, and it was his birthday, too.
Oh, okay.
D-Ray Davis.
D-Ray Davis. On his birthday. That must have been pretty special, man.
It was, man.
Yeah, okay. ID?
I like watching those comedy events. Those are really dope. I didn't get a chance to check that out, but I did hear a lot about that. A lot of people that I knew went there to that joint. Me, myself, personally, I've just been honestly just locked in about my album, some hospital visits for my kids, taking care of things for the family. Yeah, I'm really just focused on my album, really. I really haven't really been thinking about anything else but paying bills and working on my album. I got this joint with Patron I'm working on as far as the beat goes. It's almost done. I want to do some real, I call it hippity hoppity. But I got some plans for I got some plans for this album. I want to really bring back certain sounds.
Right,
is that
the joint that you guys were talking about last week that involves Smoke as well?
Well, yeah, Smoke will be the producer for that joint.
Okay.
I basically just want to bring back specific vibes and sounds that I remember from when I was a kid and what made me fall in love with music. And one of the biggest ones was when I just heard like the first like boom bap type, like, I mean, when I even like, for example, what was that song? that made everybody do that little dance, like where it was like doing that little, the Harlem Shake. You feel me?
Oh,
You
okay,
feel me?
okay.
Like joints like that, like G Dep was really killing with like the hip hop sound like back then, and I just missed that joint. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Rob, shout out to all the type dudes, and
Yeah,
I think
okay.
me and Patron can really knock out a good joint, and I got some plans to smoke. Yeah, we're gonna do something dope.
Okay, dope. It looks like the fourth member of the team is in, man. There's OG Mambo. Okay. How we
There he
doing?
is.
How we
Y'all, what's the
doing?
deal, y'all? How
We
y'all
ready to
doing?
knock him out?
Y'all can hear me smooth?
Oh yeah, we ready to knock this one out, man.
Oh, this is a special one, man. This is a very special one. Yeah, I got caught up in the middle of handling some errands, man. I wanted to be in the building for this one, man, because this one is a special one. We got some legendary stuff going on, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. We have two wonderful guests, man, for sure. Miles Salvador already checking in, by the way. Good evening, y'all. Have a great broadcast together with your special guests. Always love it.
We appreciate you, Miles.
Anybody else tuning in, make sure you jump in on those comments, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We want to get involved with you throughout the show. We also have a game show along the road that we call Take Your Pick, where we get you involved. We get you to answer the questions along with us. So we have fun with that, and more on that level. So as far as my week is gone, before we bring in our guests, man, I did try this Krav Maga class. It's actually
What the heck is that?
It's a self-defense thing, man. So, yeah, I tried it out.
Are you taking like jujitsu?
No, it's something similar to that. Yeah, it's like Israeli or something like that. But yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It's just like so intense. I was winded, you know. It's just like, whoo.
Hey, bro, you know what? Next time I see you, bro, I'm about to run up. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna say like, all right. I'm like, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teach me what you learned.
I took one class. All right, I took one class. So
As
that's cool, though.
As someone who is experienced in the martial arts at a high level, that is probably one of the most irritating things about it, man. You tell somebody like, yeah, I do this with martial art, and they're like, yeah, let me try it out. I'm like, nah, that's not what I was saying.
I know, right?
I'm exercising. I feel healthy. They're like, nah, I want to see that.
I think it's dope that you're trying something new that you don't know much about, because that's what got me into the car club, and I think that kind of stuff is beautiful.
Yeah, man, I almost didn't bring it up because I'm thinking somebody watching this is gonna meet me on the street. Yeah, man. All right,
that's funny.
The Weed Man's checking in, by the way, so gotta say hi to Weed Man. Sup, all?
Cool, yeah.
What up?
All right, man. We are going to do something special, but it's going to involve our in-studio guest real quick. So I want to bring him in first and then mention this person. So let's go ahead and bring in our in-studio guest, Mambo. Take it away.
Man. Live and direct right here in the flesh, man. We have got someone who is not born in the city, but is a staple in the city, one who holds the city together like glue, does something that has inspired me and you. Please make some noise for the one, the only. Swervewon is in the house with us, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. Make some noise. Make some noise.
What up?
There he is, yo.
Can we get a round of applause, man?
Man, hey, for those who don't know, this is probably one of the not only hardest working DJs in the city, but also most humble and like how could I say it? Like opportunity extending. We're in a city where not everyone is opening the doors, but Swerve is one of those guys who's opened so many doors. We're gonna get into it this interview for sure.
Man, we definitely are. But before we bring in our other special guests, man, I want to pay a tribute real quick, man. One of our own here in the Northwest. Recently, unfortunately, has passed away. And man, R.I.P. to Steezy Nasa, man, of the Moore Gang.
My guy, man. Rest in peace to my guy, Steezy Nasa. Condolences to the whole city, really, because he was connected so well within the city. Definitely to the Moore Gang. Shout out Team iPod, the whole Valley Hood, Push Gang, Moore Gang, the whole nine, man. Rest in peace to my dog, man. This would definitely hurt me personally, too.
For sure, man. And the dogs are barking for Steezy Nasa right now. Apparently. They really are. They're barking for him right now.
They're barking for Nasa. Or they want to get beat up. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
One or the other. All right, but let's pay tribute to the dude real good before we bring in Buggzy. Like I know both of y'all have known Steezy and worked with him in capacity, man. So what can you say about the guy? How you knew him? Like how he was? Like, man, let's give him some good words.
Just always mad cool, like super chill, like always kind of lit up the room, man. And like the music was dope. Like really, really gonna be missed, man. That shit sucks.
Ish
sucks.
Yeah, I mean, not to go too deep, but definitely just like a hardworking young guy. This Seattle music scene has probably got like 2 or 3 strong decades in it, and he definitely put his fingerprints all over the second decade, being, you know, the youngest member of the Moore gang, kind of bringing up the rear and keeping the culture unified between older generation and younger generations.
Yeah,
just a solid cat, man. Music was solid. Jump around like stand-up dude, man. Just it's a real sad one for sure. Definitely shocking. It's still like it. I found out hours ago, so it's still like settling in for real, you know.
Right, exactly. It's like you have the disbelief part that begins, you know, before.
I mean, I was just talking to him actually when I aired in the airport, when we was in the airport. I had just talked to him on the phone like right before then, man.
Wow, that's rough. Yeah, that's rough, man. All right, man. That definitely, man. We're ready to bring in our other guests. So, Mambo, let's take in our guy from the East Coast, man.
Man, from the East Coast, man. I gotta say his name with a little bit of swagger, man, because he's coming in. He's well respected and reputable, connected, got family ties all over. We're gonna ask him endless questions. I need you to make some noise for my guy, Buggzy Hoffa.
Yeah. Hey, he really put the New York in that one.
I did. I had to put the Buggzy Hoffa. I put my East Coast on, B. I'm not playing right now.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you good, man. You good.
Perfect.
How you doing today, Black? You doing good?
Everything good. You guys got me burning the night oil.
Yeah. Hey, whenever we get the East Coast guests or the international guests, we give y'all special praise, man, because you up in the wee hours with us, man. We appreciate
it's midnight there, man.
Midnight.
Midnight.
Absolutely.
Do you tend to know about you?
Do you tend to typically work along these hours when you're not in the interview? Like, do you tend to stay up late and work on music typically?
Nah, usually about this time I'm sleeping or playing video games, so it's one or the other. But yeah, you can tell I'm really looking a little tired up in here.
So did you practice your Jay-Z impression before you got up in here?
I had to. That's normal. All right.
Cause you on fleek right now, my guy. On fleek, you did.
My apologies.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize for nothing but earthquakes. You good?
There was a frog in my suit.
He don't mean no disrespect. He's just joking.
Oh no,
it's all love. It's all love, yo. I had to pop my ish real quick. You know what I mean?
You got to.
Y'all about to start popping questions. Y'all about to start asking questions. I was like, nah, real quick though.
I did not expect that to go down.
I had to get that off my chest, man. Now we can go.
You gotta do what you gotta do. As long as you wash your hands.
I'm sure that's not the first time that someone's asked you that before.
Yeah, it's definitely not the first.
I bet you he's like on the phone, bro. He's just like talking, like walking down the street, and people's just like, "Yo, who is behind me?" No way, son. Like, no effing way. Yo, turn around, B. Oh, never mind.
Hey, where that name come from, Killer?
Oh, Buggzy Hoffa?
Yeah.
Well, the Bugsy part actually came from Bugs Bunny in high school.
Oh.
I'm pretty much smart on my words, so that you know.
Yo, but like I'm a big Daffy Duck fan. Like, so like I mess with you for that.
Hey, look, he actually brought Daffy Duck into the picture, man.
Yeah, I mess with you for that.
I'm not even mad.
Yeah, go ahead with your name.
But so, man, Bugsy, man.
So what happened was the girls called me Bugsy instead of Bugs. There's like Bugs just sound like a creeper. And it's
okay.
Bugsy, so,
no, but that's real though. I just thought about that when he said like Bugs. Hey, yo, Bugs is coming over.
Yeah, it was just they were like, nah, that's not gonna work. So it was like Bugsy. And Hoffa just came one summer. I was just like, instead of saying Holla, I was like, yo, Hoffa at me. And after that, everybody just called me Hoffa. So I just put it
That is dope, man.
I just add because that's a term, like a name that you only hear over on the East. Like you got like Math Hoffas, the Hoffas. So I wanted to know where all that came from. You feel me?
Oh yeah, it wasn't related to anything like that with the other Hoffas, because I
was just gonna ask you that.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't doing it like last week's guest Louis Luciano, man. Man, that is
yeah.
great.
We were gonna ask you that too, but
that's creative as
since
hell,
you
man.
said no, like are you big in your family? Like, does your family support like the name and the way that you kind of the lane? Because a lot of people, the lane that they usually go down with their music kind of usually lines up along with their name. You feel me? And so that's when I was last week. I was like, Hoffa. Oh shit! Let me get the stick put up. Let me just get the vest put on. You feel me? And get my ski mask, get ready. But it's like we didn't really know what to expect. And I was just like, when I hear the name, if you were going on stage, I wouldn't know what to expect. But that's different. The story,
I really respect your humor, man. Like I look at your page and I just see like the way that you make your skits, man. I can tell by the way you made your name, man. You just got a real sense of humor about yourself.
Oh, definitely.
Do you put that in your bars? Do you like to flip things and make them kind of funny, or are you more like serious when it comes to writing and doing music?
I'm a little bit more serious. I'm starting to experiment with a lot more funnier stuff, because I've kind of noticed if you're too smart, it goes over people's heads anyway. So I got to kind of find that.
This is true.
I was just talking to somebody about that. I was talking to somebody saying basically that I used my music for therapy because people weren't listening anyway. So I could basically say just about anything and nobody would catch it because they're too busy listening to the beat. And I could feel better about getting it off my chest. And you could not have to ask me questions about why I don't feel good because I already told you in the music, but you weren't paying attention.
Right. Yeah. It's not this. It's the attention span. It's not 100% the same. So
yeah,
I try to have fun for the most part.
For sure, man. And that opening song that we played, "My Love," and I remember seeing the skit that you posted for that, and it was just so freaking hilarious. I know there's some swear words in there, but we can play the clip for it here while we talk about it. Here, seeing you just balling.
Yo, run it.
I can't play it.
Where did the inspiration?
They cussing.
So
Did you take a trip somewhere to get the inspiration for that record? Like, are you typically into that type of?
I hollered at Ken Stars because we met at a charity event up in Yonkers, and I know he does some funny skits. I was like, yo, I got this record. I need a funny skit for it. And he's like, yo, what do you think? I said, I want to do one where I was just dancing in the rain and dancing with my boys, like, with the boom box and like that to a chick. He's like, I got you. And that's how it happened.
That's why.
And then, man, I went to your YouTube page and I see this video about a cat. And I'm like,
it's still there.
This cat, man. Apparently, this cat was actually watching porn.
Oh yeah, that was my cat.
That's your cat, and he was watching porn.
Yeah, that was my cat. I forgot that's true.
Are you? Would you consider yourself a cat dude to where like you don't like dogs, or are you like a cat dude like I'll own a cat and a dog? We got to talk about this because whenever cats come into the conversation, D-Money goes bananas.
I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs.
You don't like dogs?
Hey, you know what?
And you know what?
Hold on.
Swerve has cats too, yo.
I was just gonna say. I know Swerve's silent over there, but he's having a little cat parade inside right now.
So, like, what's the thing about cats, yo? Like, what is what's the word I'm looking for?
See, this is my thing. This is my thing personally. I have no problem with cats. I actually think cats are incredible animals. I'm just allergic to cats. So like I'll go to Swerve's house. I'll go to Swerve's house and there's like one leather ottoman that I can sit on that the cat's and it's like a 35-minute ticket session. As soon as I feel one sniffle, I'm like, all right, big bro, I'm gonna see you, man. It was appreciate you having me.
Yes. Yes, I know, man.
Where do you think that comes from? When did that decision get made? Is it early on in your youth, or do you just grow up and y'all was like, y'all could both answer, and y'all was just like, you know what? I think cats is more for me. Like, but Swerve was a dual parent at one point too. You were a dog and cat person at one point too. So do you lean one way or the other more? Or?
I mean, for me, it's just like I would probably go with more cats than dogs until I have a house and like a backyard to have a dog run around and do those things. It's easier, like with us living city life, to have a cat. But I guess for me, it's like because my girl, she had a cat too, so now we have 3. So I would definitely go more cats than dogs, but I definitely want to have dogs too.
Yeah, right.
So
and Buggzy, man, yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna include dogs in the picture, Buggzy, or it's exclusively cats? I guess the structure in New York, how I imagine it in my head, I guess it's easier for cats.
I'm not
too.
trying to walk a dog in the snow, bro. It's not something nah.
It's an aesthetic, below Joe Peep. It's like an aesthetic. There's an aesthetic to that, yo. There's an aesthetic to that, B. You know what I'm saying? You throw the robe, look, Pete, you throw the robe on with the boots, baby, and then you throw the bonnet, son. You out there with the leash. It's nothing, baby. We out here with the fur on the hood, son. We out here.
My dog's out there taking crap on the floor, man. It's like, all right.
You gotta pick that up too, yo.
Clean it up in the morning when I wake up. I'm not doing it.
They always say like, you know what's crazy? They always say like, oh, I have a baby dog, like I have a kid, like my son or whatever, right? But like whenever you see somebody got a cat, they'll never talk about it like it's their family member. It's just like their cat.
Yeah, that's it. It's chilling.
It's just like a thing in the house, yo.
just chilling, man. Just watching porn.
Exactly. You turn the TV on and you know what he gonna do.
Yo, son, I feel like your cat is that mischievous kid that used to like go backwards in the channels to try to find all the scrambled ones and see.
I mean, bro, he's really relaxing here.
But he's chilling, bro. Like he got all of it out of his system. You feel me? He turned all your socks into paper plates, my dog. It's over for you, son. You need a man coon to get him under control, fam. This is ridiculous. Y'all need big old cats, yo.
Oh man, I totally forgot about that.
I'm about to just start roasting y'all cats, yo. Who else got a cat? What kind of cat you got? I know he quiet. What kind of cat he got? This is crazy.
Are you talking
yeah. What kind of cat you got? Yeah, Swerve. What kind of cat you got?
So I have a gray tabby cat, and then
those are the nice ones. Okay.
I have an orange Maine Coon, and then
no, pause right there.
He's
fam.
not done. He's not done.
You got more?
He's got more.
I have 3 total.
Yeah, let's get to the third one.
I had Beatrix, which is like a black and white tabby, like from past situation. And then my girlfriend that I'm with now, she had a gray tabby that she brought into the relationship. And then like during COVID, she like low key surprised me on my birthday and drove me down to I think it was Bonnie Lake, and got me like we pulled up to this parking lot and they're like, "Yo, there's these cats in the car. Pick one out." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yo, you guys can't be talking that descriptive. Don't be getting that descriptive. My girl wants me to put a freaking cat in the house, and if we have to just start driving to that location and trying to find one, I'm gonna be tripping because I heard them things like can use the toilet by themselves and like.
Like it ain't like that for us. So like, but the Maine Coon for sure like has dog characteristics for sure.
What the hell, bro?
Yeah, like he likes to fetch.
Yep.
What
my Bombay likes to fetch too.
He does like like we always call it soccer. Like if I'm watching matches, like I'll throw the ball out and he'll dribble.
Yes.
And then like if there's like on the TV, like if there's scoring or if there's penalty kicks, like there'll be times where he'll jump up on the on the ledge and like try to swat the free kicks. But, yeah,
man, shout out to my Chihuahua love, man.
Diego's dope. I mean, I named him after Maradona. So.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
The soccer resemblance.
Yes. Teresa Pope expects cats are the best. Go Mancoon.
Speaking of names, while we on this,
is like a cat that they I don't know if they breed them, but they're from Maine and they're like much bigger. Like if you Google one. But mine's not that big. If you Google it, like you'll.
I'm Googling it right now.
Like for real, they can be up to like 30+ pounds or something like that, like 50 pounds. Like they look like a small lion.
When you first said it, I didn't hear it that way.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, Google it. It's a trip. Like they're huge, yo. and like
What
Diego,
the
he's
hell,
gonna be
bro?
3 years old.
And this is the cat that you picked out?
Yeah, but I didn't know he was a Maine Coon though. That was a
It says
my girl just like went on Craigslist
And
and
just sold you a
cat
leopard?
and like met up with
Yo,
this lady,
it says
and she had
13 to
she had told
18
my
pounds.
girl- What's that?
It says 13 to 18 pounds, 19 to 40 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, they're big.
It's like a 4-year-old.
But, like,
He says like a 4-year-old.
I'd say he's
Oh my God, we're almost on our first break. But Bugsy, while we're talking about cats, man, tell me about your cat, man.
Oh, my cat was mean. That cat passed away, but he was mean as all heck. But
what like was it like because y'all like made him mean, or did you guys like?
Oh no, like I'll
already...
play fight with like, my friends in the house, and my cat would jump in.
Oh Lord,
my cats knew my friends knew my cat. Like if they had food, he would come up in their face and like take the food. He would not back down.
Did y'all declaw the cat, yo?
Nah, never.
No, don't do that. No. No,
look, I'm about to get canceled. Look, I'm about to get canceled, yo. Hold up.
No, hey, I'm gonna mute you right now. There you go. Oh
no,
God.
Shoot.
All right, man, we got to get to our first break. So before that, there is a new joint out also from Queens by Graph. Featuring Bun Beat, Stove God,
New York Graph,
and 38 Spesh.
Is it
this
now
one is
Graph
called
from New York?
Life is Beautiful. So check that out right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. That's the cover for it right there. Fresh Juice. We'll be back in just a flash with our guest Buggzy Hoffa and DJ Swervewon.
Baby, I'm a star, and my constellation's the Big Dipper. Your lady call me daddy when she pulling on my zipper. And yeah, I might tip her, but I'll never fall in love with a stripper. I just assume eat my supper out my slipper. Double cupper, I'm a sipper of the finest pharmaceuticals. Breaking down the bud till it's cannabis in my cuticles. A soldier from the south, and man, I represented dutiful. Plus we get into the bag. My life is beautiful. Tapped in with Graph, that's his name, and don't forget it. Put a bag on your head like it's raining, cause you can get it. And even if we get charged and you take the stand and tell them we did it, it makes no difference cause we still get acquitted. Now when you reach the status we done made it to, and they afraid of you, and you no longer concerned what a hater do or say to you, that's when these overblown niggas find out that they deflatable. And me and Graph sit down at the table and make a plate of you.
We was banging 1-800-HUSTLER. I cooked 1,800 ounces the summer. Some of us ain't never looked back once we went in trap mode. 7 on my face, I am God, I am black gold. That stove on my neck cost 10 of your mama houses. Crystal chandelier, marble floor, Balenciaga couches. Ounces gave me life, I knew them kilos make me live forever. It's sheep and then it's shepherd. It's shooters, then it's that's just running for the exit. My wrist circle like a Lexus. Don't compare them broken to the rest of us. We had a hell of a run. Show you how to turn 36 to a 71.
Hey yo, been turning water to wine, now I'm too tipsy. I still turn 125 into 250. Shot after shot, bulletproof kidney. It went in soft, now it's too crispy. You soft, you were too Disney. I'm a boss, trap or a rapper, pick a hustle. How you broken, you lazy? Pick a struggle. Too many choices, too many drugs. I could pick a couple. I'm a Nige, go in the lesbian club and I pick a couple. You can get shot wherever you like. Pick a muscle. I lift the muzzle, lift you, lift a muscle. Food for thought. I'll rattle your skull till the dinner shuffles. I treat a body bag like it's a duffel. I make them believe again. You never shop with me, come and see it then. I ain't selling you shit if I don't see you put the needle in. I don't believe you now, but I believe you then. I make a fiend dream again. See me after you clean again. Church.
Play.
Yo, what up? It's Rank Ramon, Pioneer Square Zone, checking out Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. What's up?
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black,
Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities. To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
Women are not a homogenous group. We face discrimination indifferently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices. They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your sex. When you cough and sneeze,
yeah, they should be right there behind the laptop. Yeah, thank you.
Feel isolated at home, chill. No, you're not alone.
Thank you.
Please pick up the phone and call 20646. Keep calling 20646. Public health 20646. Keep calling 20646. Public community radio station. Provide you with more information. Say
all right, I'm recording myself first.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Oh shit. Where's that? Oh fuck. Where is it? Oh.
Hey listeners, it's your girl Shireen B, and you're tuned into
Language.
Rainier Avenue Radio. You're about to hear my new song, Bend My Back, with my co-star Camille Claudette on the brand new powerful rhythm, produced by Monster Entertainment. You ready?
Anytime, any place that you see me,
right, Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. We are live every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m., man. As Asia Jones, who checked in there saying, we are ready for summer now with that joint called Break My Back off the powerful Rhythm. Shouts out to them providing a custom intro after hearing it. They were gonna man. So, yeah, man.
I really love that all the springtime music is what I call it, but I love that all the springtime music is coming out. It's almost, sundress season. I'm really enjoying the vibes. It's really getting kicked up. Even you know what I'm saying, even just the beginning record when we opened the show, like it's really, really good vibes getting out in this music. I love it.
One of my favorite things to take the spring music and bump it in the fall.
Okay.
And you, wait, what did you say?
He said to take the spring music and bump it in the fall.
Yeah, around the autumn time.
He wants to swerve the expectations. All right, man.
I see what you did. I like that.
We got to know Buggzy Hoffa for a little bit there in that first half hour. So let's focus a little bit on Swerve. And right before we get to this conversation, we recently had Your Highness on the show. So and he spoke a little bit about Swerve. So I'm gonna play his clip for us real quick.
Taking care of your people. Swerve is really big on taking care of the people that was around him, and it reflected that. Anybody that was around Swerve thrives. You know what I'm saying? And so I was able to kind of take that chapter from his book and apply that to the book that I'm trying to write. And you guys got to understand, man. I can't think of how many weeks there is in a year, but to be able to do that at the high caliber of Q Nightclub every Saturday, man, it's a lot. You know what I mean? You have to book these things out 3 months in advance. You know more people than the people that you're booking. These people are pulling on you. Just to be able to handle all that, I was able to watch him soak up things from Swerve.
Yes, sir, man. And man, I can just vouch for that, man. Being around Swerve, you always got game from him. He always made you feel comfortable. And man, it's just an honor to have you on the show, man.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Swerve, if I could ask just a real quick question before we get too deep into it. I always ask this question, but I know that back before they used to say that they're curving people or ghosting people, they used to be swerving people. You feel me? Like I'm a swerve on them. You feel me? So like, I always want to ask you, like, how'd you get your name and how'd you start, like, just the beginning of that being was there another name before that you were kind of like, between that one and another name or something like that, or was it just always this name?
So like the name Swervewon, like it kind of came from, oh my god, my girlfriend's gonna kill me for this because
Here we go. Let's do it.
So back when I was like in my early 20s, I used to live in this town called Billings, Montana. I grew up there. And
okay, Yellowstone.
Yeah. It's like put it in comparison, probably like the size of Emory. It's like about 120,000 people.
All right.
Yeah, I got drunk and I was driving someone else's car and I didn't have my license and the cops tried to pull me over. And I just kind of sent it. And, I ran the cops, and like as I was doing that, like on some like super clowning, like fumbling with the radio, like swerving in and out of lanes, and like I got away with it. But the dude that because this was like actually we're in high school, we're at a kegger and. Yeah, so I kind of came up with the name Swerve from that, and then but I did get caught for that.
And you're saying evading the police?
Yeah, evading the police. But this was like, I'm not proud to say it now because I get the current state of affairs. I probably would.
I know, right?
But yeah, I mean, growing up in Montana, it was maybe a little bit different, I guess. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I always like to.
You don't see a lot of cars.
So the name Swerve kind of came from that, but then it was also kind of like I kind of got arrogant and cocky, like I was a super cool drunk driver. Not that I was posting that. Kind of came from that too, but then kind of you know, like you said, you know, kind of swerving on him. So there was kind of like that affiliation to it too, you know, just like, to me, it was like a different form of like saying, you know, like, you know, you're dripping on him, or like, you know, you're trying to swag on him or something like that. You know, it's just like, for me, it's always been, you know, kind of having like my own lane, you know, so I'm swerving on him, you know, swerving in my own lane kind of thing. So like, I think that's
dope.
I kind of want to say like that's kind of like the way you approach DJing sometimes too, man, because you have your iconic kind of style. You know, you even play local music in the club. Not a lot of DJs do that.
For sure. I mean, it's always like, for me, it's always like representing like where we're at, and you know, putting the city like on a bigger scale. I mean, even like when I play out of state, like I'm always like playing, you know, something that's, you know, connected to the city. And a lot of people, when I go and play in Vegas, or I go and play in the Bay or something, you know, it's always like that connection.
That was a light flex. Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all, I swear. But it's like, you know, it's everybody thinks of Macklemore or like, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, me personally, like one of my favorites, like a lot of people don't know about, was 84 Fly. So like, you know, I'm always trying to play like Fly World stuff.
Yeah.
Like, especially like when I'm playing out of state, because to me, that's like when I came into this, like the whole Fly World thing was popping off too.
True.
That's like when B-Mode for 84 Fly. And like, it was a cool time. And
that was a good era.
It was definitely a good era. And I mean, I'll go on record to say it. Like, I think that my guy was like way ahead of like what's going on right now in the city. And like, literally like one of the first artists in Seattle to like do a feature with Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P.
Yes.
So like, that dude was already on some other stuff. And like, you know, to me, it's like, for other people that don't know, and like, you know, a little bit further, but it's like Framework. You know, that's like probably like in my top 5 as well. Is like Framework was like the dude. Like anybody that knows Framework, Hello World is like a classic album that was produced like all by Bean One, which I mean, that dude definitely doesn't get enough.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And you're dropping some legendary you're dropping some legendary names on them, man.
84 is like the dude.
We see him. Yeah, we see him. But you dropping some gems on him, bro, because a lot of people don't even know about 84 Flyer, his whole journey or the tribulations, bro. That's actually one of the people I get most excited about when if I post a music video and he likes it, I'd be like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know,
84
like,
Fly thinks it's cool. That's what's up.
Totally.
For sure.
So we in that video.
What's that?
Oh, this dude Yellow Cousin in the comments.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him when we interview him next. But Swerve, what's it called? We touched on it a little bit about you breaking artist records. Talk a little bit about that and that journey and what makes you want to do that and kind of create that, because the structure definitely isn't there. We talked about it off camera a little bit about how some of those backroom conversations go, but talk a little bit about your mission and journey with that, because I mean, even a few of my early songs got played, you know, on the
for
club.
sure. I mean, I guess it's like, for me, it's like just the way that I came up. I mean, I came up with, you know, moving from Billings, Montana, you know, October 28th of 2005. I only remember that because it's like 5 months after my birthday, so I'll always remember that date for like ever. But it was just like within, I mean, probably the first month, you know, I was already going to shows at Chop Suey, like when Chop Suey was like the premier spot. You know, like that was the spot.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I saw Swollen Members at the Jizza there.
Wow.
This was back when like they were selling out shows, so it was like, this was crazy energy. And like coming from Billings, like I never saw anything like that, like not even close. So like for me, it was just like, you know, seeing all these talented people that I didn't know until like later, like, you know, probably a few months or a year later on, but all these people are like supporting each other. But I just felt like there wasn't, I wouldn't say like the proper representation, because I mean, you had like B-Mello doing Street Sounds on KXP. So it's like the local rap was getting represented, but I just didn't feel like it was getting represented like in these like
in the club
DJ,
scene, yeah, the nightclub.
You know,
and I'm sure there's plenty of
I
DJs
don't want to
doing
narrow it to just club stuff, because I mean, like it wasn't just, you know, doing club shows, but it was even like, you know, opening for these like national artists, you know, because there was a lot of times like when I first moved here, and it was like the trend even growing up and like being inspired to even do what I do, that, you know, cats are playing like the popular joints and not just like local joints too. So it's like, you know, shining light on that. I mean,
You're
you know,
literally the first DJ I've ever heard of that takes local music out of town, and I know that I'm sure there's plenty of DJs that do it, but like you're just the first time I've ever witnessed it, and it's just like it's a real breath of fresh air.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just like for me, it's just quality control. I mean, it's like, you know, I can't cuss on here, but it's like if I box with it, then it's like, you know, then I'm gonna play it. You know, like it's not a matter of like, I think a lot of these guys, and I'm not like calling out anybody or like trying to like throw shade, but I just feel like a lot of these DJs might just not be tapped in like that, because a lot of times it turns into like a popularity game, you know. So it's just like, if you're not, you know, feeling this or feeling that, then you're not gonna like, you know, play it. But like for me, it's always like I've just left the door open. Like, yo, if you want to like send me your stuff, like cool. But like a lot of times, like I'm not even like on that. Like if it's like I like it, it's like because I either support you as a friend and I think that your music is good, or like, you know, I found it like through, you know, somebody else posted it. Like a good example of that is like I'll Fight You from Tacoma. Like, those guys, that's like to me is like the most amazing thing that's came out in like the last 5 years. But those guys will probably kill me for saying that too. But I think Chris P is nasty, and I think Glenn's nasty too. But those are my guys. So it's like, you know, who's playing I'll Fight You in the club? You know, so like, I'm just I like it, you know, and like I can make it work, you know, and like that's the thing. It's like we can make these records work with other records. It's just how people choose to do it or how tapped in they are to want to do it. And I was talking one time about put that out there for everyone to see, you know.
And you know, a lot of DJs, they'll say like, "I'm afraid to play local music. Like, if I play it, I'll lose my job or something like that."
I'm glad you brought that up, Dan, because I was actually gonna bring that up. As how do you feel like your relationships affect your ability to do that? Because I feel like the rooms where you're breaking records, you've gotten to, if it's a new place, I'm sure you'll do it too, but it's like places that you've established, like during that Barbosa era, it was like a place that was like you had created and kind of could make home. So is that where you feel like the comfortability comes from, or do you feel like it just, you know, it's just the mentality?
Come on, fam. Like, I mean, you've been along for the ride for the most part, like from, I wouldn't say from the jump, but like when things are really going good. And like that's kind of what I call like the Travis Scott, the rodeo era. Like we talked about this the other day, you know, like we're damn near swinging off the chandeliers at Barbosa, you know, like it was wild, you know. So it's like, I guess I felt like at that time, you know, it's just like we had it so teed up that like we can, I mean, at that point we could drop whatever we wanted to drop.
And there's gonna the people are because you created that environment. I mean, shout out to again bring it back to
and like. And that's what we did. I mean, people came to hear new stuff, and like that to me was, you know, like that was amazing. I mean, especially if like the artists were in the building too.
It says a lot. It's kind of like feeling the pulse of the city, pretty much. And it's like, what do you think was missing?
I mean, I think it's just.
I mean, there's a lot of money flowing through here.
There's a lot of money flowing through here, but I think that the problem, I mean, you know, I shouldn't say this as a whole because then I sound like an old head.
But it's a self-identified problem.
I mean, no, be realistic. Like Washington State has like
let him get the answer out.
Between artists and DJs is lost now. You know, like everything is DM based. It's you know, through Skype or you know, like online stuff. You know, like you know, even playing video games or whatever. You know, like it's not as face to face as it used to be. And so, you know, I think that kind of gets lost in translation.
Do you think age plays a factor into that at all? Because I feel like I feel like there's also not as many new and upcoming DJs. You know what I mean? Like they come up and pop up here and there, but at a certain point in time,
they have the same.
There's a generation of y'all that came in at the same time. You know, like when you
have the same gap
though. Was coming out.
Just a quick question: Did you DJ in Montana?
I mean, a little bit, but it was just kind of mostly like, you know, house party type stuff, you know, like everything kind of oddly kind of started popping up after I left. But I mean,
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like there was a couple clubs that opened up like after I had left. I went back and played at those spots, but I mean, I don't even know if they're still there.
Mhm.
Like I haven't been back in, probably 15 years. Like after my grandmother passed away. So
rest in
like,
peace, yeah.
Like my family's here now, so I don't really have a reason to go back. But
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely, plan on going back this summer, but probably not to DJ. Like I want to do the national parks.
Yeah, I want
Right.
to.
Yeah, so
Right,
I mean, that's
right.
something else we'll probably talk about later. But
I was gonna say I'm big on the Yellowstone shows.
but yeah, I mean, I feel like going back to like the younger DJ thing. It's just I think that the problem is that there's not a lot of mentorship, going into that. But like, to say, hey, like this is how we can be tapping in. There's a lot of cats that are out for dolo and like want to be, superstar DJs.
Right.
And not realizing that, at the same time, like you still got to come home and you still got to be, Joe, Ben, Scott, whatever your real name is.
Right.
You're still human and still a person. You still got to pull up to some of these functions. So I guess for me, it's just always like, putting on for your city, put on for your people, and just like give, other people opportunities to like try to shine. I mean, it's hard,
the thing to me that always was so interesting is that, I mean, you've definitely got your tenure now because you've been here for long enough, but being someone who wasn't born and raised in the city, you've actually done so much for like the culture of Seattle hip hop as in general sense. And I'm wondering, and now that I'm listening to you talk, I'm wondering if that comes from you being introduced to it and being like from the outside, like, oh, here's this thing that I kind of enjoy. Let me see what I can add to it, as opposed to kind of like being privileged and raised in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, for sure. I mean, like, the journey that I had come, to get here was, I mean, that's a whole nother episode for sure. Maybe 2 or 3. But,
Gonna have to get you back.
I'm saying is in short, like, I guess it's just like at a very young age, like I knew that that's what I wanted to do. It's just not like, I didn't know how I wanted to do it. So like I went to technical college, got my degree in radio and TV. I wanted to, I was going to be a radio DJ, but then realized like, that's grunt work, which I'm not afraid to do. But it was like at the time, like, to have your own radio show, you got to put in tenure for like, 5 to 10 years on like a radio on the weekend. So,
Did you have somebody? Did you have somebody like you?
You just described D-Money's whole life, right?
Oh my God!
Did you have somebody like you? Did you have somebody like you back then that was like reaching down to help you out?
What's that?
Did you have somebody back then like you that was reaching down to kind of help you out and willing to kind of teach you some DJ tricks that you maybe didn't know, or things to kind of help you get through and around the city?
To be honest, not really, because like there wasn't a lot of cats like where I lived, and I mean, I'm gonna date myself immensely by saying this, but like, in that era, like everything, like DJ tapes and whatnot were all like VHS. So
right,
this is all in the like mid '90s, late '90s. It's just so like once I decided that I wanted to move here, I came out here, I want to say it was like 2002, 2003, maybe it was 2004, but I came out from Bumbershoot, and Dilated Peoples was playing that year with Boom Bap Project, with Old Dominion.
Yes.
And it was like all the guys from Old Dominion, and like that was the first time that I had seen like Seattle hip hop, and like to me that just blew my socks off. Like to me that was like the West Coast Wu-Tang, because like everybody was spitting, but everybody was on some different vibes. Like you had all these different factions within it. Like it was crazy to me, and like I can relate to it. So I kind of just gravitated to it, and then like kind of studying, I should say, and like admiring like the early Jake One stuff and like the early Vitamin D stuff that they would give to Gab. Like I was, like this is where I need to be. So like once I moved here, like I mean, I didn't know you get, Mambo by then, but like our mutual friend Felonius, like I met him like the second day I moved here, and like with kind of meeting DJs and stuff like that, and met some more of the OGs like Soul One, rest in peace, DB1. I knew B Mello and DJ Scene like from like before I moved here, but like not to try to throw shade or anything, but like everybody was busy kind of doing their own thing and like trying to be, teed up on their own stuff. So like nobody really showed me like at that point,
Nah, it's cool, man. You had to swerve one.
Or what you're doing, So like basically how I got my foot in the door was just I joined this promotion team called Obese Productions, ran by this woman named Melissa Darby. And basically what I did was I was just handing out flyers at shows. So people were coming out at the end of the night, I'm just handing out flyers. I started meeting people that way, and then within like a month or two, people like were like, oh, you moved from Montana? Oh, you used to DJ. Oh, you guys, you should do, open for da 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 da.
Right.
I just started from that. But I mean, I just I wouldn't say like I got, mentorship by one person in particular. I just try to soak in game from a lot of different people.
Yes.
It seems like you kind of use the entire city to soak in 100%. The actual information instead of trying to rely on.
And Obese became Rain City, right?
It became Rain City.
Right.
A couple years later. So, I mean, it was kind of like, as corny as it sounds, like I just kind of chipped and clawed away at it, and kind of paid my dues. I mean, to be frank, it's like the shows weren't, like super high paying things, to like open for these artists. But to me, it was exciting just to open for those artists and be able to like.
Yeah, they were rich within networking.
What you're talking about right now, Swerve, I feel like is so true and pure to like the core of what hip hop is, and it's an originality. Like, yes, we want to make money. Yes, we want to get paid off what we do, but in actuality, this just started off people trying to throw a party and who can be the most active, the most live, who's getting the most, clout and reputability. So to see that grassroots starts, I think that's also, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem, but a part of what's missing in the culture right now. A lot of young cats, when they get put on a bill, they're immediately looking for $500 a down payment or whatever it is. They're not going to take that. Hey man, we got $100 for you, but you're gonna be in this big ass room.
Right. Man, I hear that all the time right now. I mean, coming out of the pandemic and things change. Like me and D Money were just talking about this off camera. It's just like all these DJs came out of the woodworks like after the pandemic. And like, cats like lost their tech job, so they bought a controller. And,
and you know what?
DJ now. Like cool, and it's like it's made to be so easy.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to anybody because I like controllers too.
Okay.
I'm OG, so it's
I was gonna say as well because I'm definitely in that pool of the pandemic. I said, I've watched it for long enough. Let me get, but what I will say is though, because I got to come up under guys like you, I kind of have this understanding and appreciation for the cutting and the art of it now, because I feel like now there's this generation of like, you got a controller, you can charge people $500 to pretty much play your iTunes playlist, we're not
honestly, it's so easy to do that now, and it's like, as weird as it is to me, it seems like it becomes kind of I used to call it a popularity contest, but it's like more like a fashion show now. Like it doesn't matter how good these people are. It's like, if you're cute and sexy, like you're on.
Right.
And it's like the problem that I see now is just like, it's great. Like the culture has to move on, and it has to grow, and it has to progress, and and be better than what it was before. But like the problem that I have with it now is just like there's so much like line jumping, and like the dues aren't getting paid. And there's a lot of entitlement that comes with that, and
absolutely.
So, like one thing I hear is like, like people will be on bills together, and like some of these cats have just started, but like they're, on some like, I'm not the opener kind of like thing, and it's like, wait, what? Like it doesn't need to be like a chain of command thing. Like I'll tell you right now, like off top, like I don't have a problem being an opener still. I don't care about that.
Right.
But like I also like I think that it should be kind of
there's definitely
going
to be a hierarchy to it,
Well,
I mean, it doesn't even
and I think the structure that you helped Johannes
so Mambo, we up on the break, man. We up on the break, or actually we over. Yeah. So I don't we have to pay the bills here at the station. Unfortunately, it seems like it kind of relates to the situation too. But yeah, we'd rather be talking. But yeah, yeah, I kind of be on the same lane too. It's like I came into right out of college, man, getting into local music the same time that Swerve actually moved to the city. So we had a similar journey. I went radio and he went DJing. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But on that note, we're gonna play some local music right now. So new artists actually, well, not I wouldn't say new, but it's actually their second album together. And we're talking about Bryce Bowden and Trey Ross who formed Edibles. So they're about to, yeah, they're about to make Edibles 2. So this is the first song off of Edibles 2.
My guys.
And it's called Loose. So enjoy that right now on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. When we come back, it's game time. It is time to play with DJ Swervewon and Buggzy Hoffa, man, and all y'all in the comments. So don't go anywhere. Tell your friends. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. DJ Swervewon, Buggzy Hoffa here, and we're here for another hour to entertain you.
Yeah. They try to lock us down, we gon' break away. Yeah. I promise that together, I'm trying to have it Benz truck when I pull up. I'm trying to have enough. Trying to get my pockets to stuff. Tell me what's up. Got a new connect for me on the fluff. I'm thinking of the asking him for the front, then whacking him with the pump. Okay, I'm down bad. I need a big bag quick. Shot out of town and brought it back. 150 of them fit. It's all there, money no counting in front of me. That's disrespect. The rhyme's so dope you can sniff it. They said I stopped, son of pimp, don't be ridiculous. Man of my word, handle my business. Stand on the curb, 10 toes down. God is my witness, go hard on 4th and inches. Rest in peace, Jesus. Try to lock us down, we gon' break away.
You said you got a friend named Jesus?
I promise that together we gon' change the game.
Don't ask me why I got the Midas touch. You wonder why I'm smoking weed? Cause I ain't high enough. Trey Ross and Bryce B, we the flyest ups. You gotta live before you die, go ahead and light it up. Numero uno, that means we the best duo. Mickey and Pluto, but my dog's more like Cujo. Stuffed in a tudo, I feel like this could be my new flow. You took it putos, you're not my fam, you're getting too close. Oh my God. Sweet, you better cut the glucose. Will we get it to tomorrow, man? Who knows? Who knows, man?
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Trey Ross coming in live from Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio with my boys OG Mambo, IDYourself, Pint Size Patron, and D-Money. Make sure you stay gold. I don't know what to say at the end. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You probably have questions about COVID vaccines. Here are some answers about how they're being made.
How are COVID vaccines being produced faster?
Usually vaccine testing and production are separate steps, but because of the pandemic, vaccines are being developed on parallel tracks. So both steps are happening just at the same time.
How are the vaccines being tested?
Right now, several different COVID vaccines are in testing. Each go through multiple clinical trials with up to thousands of volunteers.
How do vaccines get approved?
Not all COVID vaccine versions will make it to the final stages of testing and approval. Produced vaccines that do not pass clinical trials will be destroyed. But for those that do pass, a team of medical experts will examine test results and possible side effects. If the vaccine is effective and safe, it gets approved and gets to you. Go to covidvaccinewa.org to learn more. A message from the state of Washington.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Swag.
I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole
Swag.
Starting off with the llama, a loaded shrimp pan, cool down, and stretching. Every day from 11 to 12, right here.
Man, where has Zima been?
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio, and after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Yeah, nobody's seen us in years. I know, nobody's seen him in years.
Yeah, that was so hard. Yeah, he walked up on like Instagram a few months ago, like cryptic.
Yeah, I heard it. Somebody drugs.
We can hear you guys.
No, you said 84 Fly. I met him in my studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear y'all, yo.
Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org. What's up, Seattle? It's your boy, Peaceful Timmy, aka the Street Preacher, and you're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by the Chief Tech, with OG Mambo, D Money, Pint Size Patron, and IDYourself.
Yeah, don't even slip. Don't turn your back on my bitch. Don't even trip. She just gon' on that's lit. Yeah, I bought a chopper. I swear to God that it came with a kick. You run up on me, we gon' let it hit. And I got rich, so I packed my wrist. Vince my favorite, all kind of flavors. We broke, gotta go and they save it. I had to claim it. I'm famous. All of my in the field like the Ravens. That broke, he got 50 in savings. Get to the bag, I lost 50 in Vegas. My diamonds, they drippin' with the drainage. We got the tools, but we don't do main. Wake up to a bag, getting that 10 for the show, and I don't take check. Yeah, broke through stocks, nigga told me to invest. If you the ops, then you better get invested. Look good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Look good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Look good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Wait on my flow. Don't look at it like me, sell dope. Hand like Kawhi when I ride in the ghost. It's like Dubai when I'm bad little vibe, she keep it 10 toes. Y'all Birkin, better get both. It ain't tricking me off in the coast. Century, Greece broke, they know. I bet you should tell me yes. G5 upgrade, private jets. I'm trying to get it be all this trip. My baguettes, heavy scene of the high stakes. Trick a man on the highway. What's gonna do is in a tight place, straight 20, never sideways. I get it my way. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Only big pimpin', my money making money. Real out on mission. Cuban iced out, she love the way she swing. Her best friend swear that they sisters. Them puff with the lights off. I tell you, I swear, trippin'. I'm trippin'. Feel the same, I don't know their name, but damn, I can't tell the difference. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming. Good, I bet you she come again. You know my Columbia. I'm in the trap and I'm running. All of this money is coming.
Yeah, there we go. Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. All right, man. Yeah, we're live every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Long hosted by the Juice Fact. That was our guest, Buggzy Hoffa. New point from him. FHA and Lou got cash.
Rock with that. What's FHA stand for?
F her again.
that. You gotta get that clear, man. You gotta get that clear. All right, man. So we definitely are going to have some fun on this little segment right here, man. You get to know our guests in a fun, interesting way, and get you involved in the comment section, man. So
say it, man.
Yeah, man, I will definitely. So here we go. We're ready to play Take Your Pick. There you go. Yes, we're about to play Take Your Pick, man. All right. So first time ever playing. It's really simple. You get two different options. You choose one of them. We always celebrate our favorite comment from the previous episode with one. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and reveal last winner. Hey, it's Yellow Cuz. He says on everything. I was thinking the same. I need a lady gorilla to smash.
Yeah, what up, Dev?
What was the question?
So, context of the question was: would you rather be pick your pick being Godzilla or King Kong? So Yellow Cuz wants to be King Kong.
Excuse me.
Gets a lady to smash.
Hit her with that.
Actually, that was me, but I threw it off the glass for him.
You did.
Hey, when in doubt, just follow Mambo out.
Hey, you get the assist, Mambo, but he gets the point.
That's fine.
Oh, man.
Teamwork.
We're about to do 5 of these, man. So let's get right into it, man. Take your pick. Here we go. What do we got? Double your income or half your expenses.
Mambo's about the bag.
Half your expenses. Patron, Swerve.
Half the expenses.
You're doing
What was
half
the question? Say it again.
Half the expenses.
Half the expenses.
Say the question again.
Yes, half the expenses or double income.
Double income.
Okay, Mambo.
Simply because my income is not going to change my expenses.
I wouldn't say that because that means more taxes for one.
That's what I mean. There's a few things that you
What's
can't
two?
avoid, obviously, but there's not very many things that you can force me. There's not very many things you can force me to pay just because I have a lot of money.
Oh man, but I'm with the crowd. I'm going half my expenses, man. But what about you, Mambo? You're the only one who hasn't gone on this one yet.
I think realistically, either way you go, it's the same thing because you're either spending half your money, so you got half, you got more left over, or you're doubling it up and you're paying the same bills, but now you have money left over because you doubled up. And I like the concept of having more, so I'm gonna double my income.
So what money represents, there's really only a limited amount. So if you get more, somebody gets less.
Well, yo, stop being so. Now, come on, man. Don't be getting on so.
No,
about the people all of a sudden.
That's not quite how money works to the level that we're at. Definitely not.
Right.
Now, if we were billionaires and trillionaires, then yes. If we're doubling billions, then someone is definitely losing. I get a few extra. I get a few extra.
It makes sense to double. If you got $1 billion, now you got $2 billion. Shoot. But like I said, if you got $1 and then you got $2, man, it ain't really much different from having $1.
Right. That's not really income, though.
Every dollar counts, y'all.
Whoever's getting $1 as their income probably has 1 cent as their expenses, so it balances out.
I'm sure it's more than that, man. I mean, the way cost of living is, you would say that maybe there's expenses might be 75 cents on that $1.
Right.
I gotta see your accountant though, but
especially if it's liquor.
It's basically, do you want everything 50% off, or do you just want more money? And like I said, more money sounds cooler.
It does. It has a certain appeal to it for sure.
Because regardless, you're gonna have expenses, but discounted expenses sounds cool. But I can handle my expenses right now. I know this. So if you gave me an extra check that I don't have to spend, then now I can do more things. That's all. That's how I'm spending it.
Percentages.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the second one, man. Take your pick. Here we go. Spend the day at an amusement park or spend the day relaxing at the beach.
Oh, I'm at the beach.
This one's kind of difficult because it's really about it's all about the company though. Because if you got a sick ass squad in an amusement park, y'all gonna have a time of your life.
Yo, think about like this, Mambo. If it's everybody on camera, right now at the amusement park.
Well, first of all, as nice as it might be having my toes in sand with the homies, I think I'd rather go to the amusement park with you guys personally.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe ask me when we got when we got some lady guests in here, so we could just have some more feminine energy mixed in there. You know what I mean? Hanging out with you guys at the beach sounds like, I don't know, being a Boy Scout and we're camping or something like that. Amusement park sounds more fun.
Yeah, you ain't lying. If it's the homies, I'm going to the amusement park for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer.
That being said, real quick before you go in, me and Swerve have had a nice doobie and a cool day at the beach before. We definitely.
Is that
100%? So it is cool, but the amusement park with this crew is definitely the move.
If I'm at the amusement park for more than 8 hours, man, it's a bad day.
The
hospital that I was born
that
in.
means you weren't at the amusement park. You were at a work shift. 8 hours is a long time.
That's what I'm saying. They talking about all day. I can't be there for more than 8 hours.
The hospital I was born in San Diego is like 900 feet from a beach to this day, and I firmly believe in spirituality, and I think that anybody that has an opportunity to go take a look at the water and reflect on life should take a chance, an opportunity to do so, whether you're a man or a woman.
So what'd you go with?
The beach.
The beach. I'm at the beach with it too.
For sure.
I mean, if I'm solo dolo, I'm going to the beach. But
You're going with the homies, man. You're going with the homies. Put your feet in the water and get over it.
I'm going to the amusement park. Yes. All right, Buggzy, man, what are you doing?
Well, I have a strange OCD, so I have to pick the beach.
What's the OCD though?
Oh, every time I get close to like a beach, I have to play with myself.
Pause.
What's the next question? Next question. Next question. Take your pick. Here with the Juice Squad, hosted by D Money, IDYourself, Pint Size Patron, and OG Mambo.
Hold on. D Money didn't
Lord have
explain the
mercy.
rules.
What just happened?
D Money didn't explain the rules. My man Buggsy's trying to win comment. He's trying to win comment
for the dunk, yo. Buggzy with the dunk, son.
Bring your own towels.
God, dog.
What if that was a real condition, man? That'd be troubling.
Congratulations.
Hey, yo, check it out. No, in all reality, I used to babysit.
We finna hit the beach, bro. Hey, did you tell Buggzy? Nah, man, we don't want to.
Nah, don't tell Buggzy, yo. You know how he get at the beach.
Nah, he was tripping last time. The ladies isn't really feeling that.
Nah, man. Tell him we're going to the amusement park.
Nah, we'll hit son after. He can meet us at the park for sure.
Oh God.
You know how he is around that water, man. He gets itching.
He gets all hot and bothered.
Man, you have to miss out on so many events.
Yeah, he didn't need no. He didn't need no. He just sat there in the corner. He sat there in the corner. He didn't need no alley-oop or nothing. He was just waiting for somebody to ask him what his answer was the whole time, yo.
Oh my God, man.
Slam dunk for Buggzy, yo. Slam dunk.
He walked right into that one.
Wildly.
All right, let's move on, man. Take your pick. All right, use time travel to change history, or choose time travel to change something personal.
Ooh,
we got to think.
Well, you know, there was a lot of past president slave owners.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go back and rectify some of that.
Change history.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool and all.
Come on, Mambo.
That's kind of difficult, man.
Mambo quit being so selfish, bro. Quit being so selfish, Mambo.
No, see, but
yo, you too, Buggzy. Quit being so selfish, yo.
Nah, Buggzy, that's my thing. I was thinking like you're gonna have to go to like multiple stops, bro, because like but pretty much, bro, Europeans went around the earth and went wild, went bananas. So like you got like you could stop like American slavery, but like the Africans, the Dominicans, the Mexicans, everyone else is going through it. The Filipinos, the Asians, the Korean, all them, they're going through. And you go to the Asias and stop it there. So it's like that's just so much to try and stop. Unless you could go to the moment where they decided, hey, bro, we're about to use these boats to like go mess around with some of these places. If you could stop that, then maybe you have a chance.
It's any point in time.
I don't think there was a single point though. I think it happened in multiple places all at once. So
me personally, I think I'd use time travel, and I don't know if it's necessarily changed it. I wouldn't change anything in my personal life, but I have a younger version of myself discover something. Like I'll go back and like invent Snapchat or something like that. I know, you know what? I'll invent OnlyFans. You know what I mean? That seems like a lucrative business. And be like, hey, yo, no, check it out. We gonna subscribe. All your favorite porn stars is gonna be a button click away.
Mambo's the one going into the future and getting the Great Sparks Almanac.
Mama's gonna get all the girls to go do. Mama's gonna get all the girls to do all their video shoots at the beach, so Bugsy gets a good freaking subscription.
Well, see, the good thing about that, I'm actually gonna go change something personal, so I'll go back and change my OCD about the beach.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
You gonna kill
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
Some
I get to go to the
moment
beach.
where you
Yo,
decide.
Bugsy got bars, B.
I actually was gonna say I time travel to change Bugsy's history.
Yo, Patron got bars, B. This is hilarious. I love this episode. This is hilarious, yo. Y'all crazy.
Oh my God.
Y'all crazy.
Man, I'd be almost too afraid to change anything in history, whether it's personal.
Have
to
you guys
me
you,
or
you, you guys have
just
all
like
seen
a
the movie The
ramification.
Butterfly Effect, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Ashton
that's my
Kutcher.
thing too. You know what I mean? Like I go back and change something in history now. Like I'm affecting my children. Like I enjoy my girlfriend right now.
Yeah, what
like,
if it affected like real
throw
time
any-
life if you went back and did that? Yeah, like that would be trippy.
Conduct of unbecoming.
Right. 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 All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Ed,
change history.
You gonna change history?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we get you on this one, Swerve?
I thought we did, but change history too.
Change history? Okay. Okay.
And well, between the three of y'all might be able to make a bit of a difference. Meanwhile,
maybe.
He said, meanwhile.
OG got
I'm
OnlyFans.
I'm a collective residual OnlyFans check.
OnlyFans at the beach.
Call it
Sex on the beach.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna invent Girls Gone Wild and just get my bag and get out.
See, that's not a lucrative enough bag. They didn't have a long enough run for me. I'm thinking a little more long
Yo,
term.
the Girls Gone Wild lawsuit was crazy.
It was though. Subscribe now. 1995, bro. They was getting them, bro.
Those old school commercials, like in the middle of the night, man.
They would just sit there and rerun it for like 30
What?
minutes,
What
bro.
you mean?
Oh, yeah,
That's when you lock the door and turn the volume down a little bit. So mom.
All you gotta do is sneak in your parents' bedroom and get the debit card. You feel me?
It was easier for me because I used to go to a channel with the beach.
Right.
Okay.
There it is.
Yo, he was watching Baywatch the whole time, fam.
Like in person, but
oh man.
Let's move on here. Here we go. Oh, we just did that one. Okay, so yeah. All right, kiss a random stranger or kiss a person you hate.
Oh, kiss a person I hate, man.
Yo, so we already discussed that. We already talked about me kissing random strangers, so we can get over that one. You know what I mean? Because I'm already with the ish. You feel me? Especially
it depends.
Yeah, we talked about that when I kissed. Remember when I told you I kissed the old lady?
Is it an attractive stranger? And I mean, kissing an old lady isn't like that bad of a thing. Old ladies need love too. But
it just depends.
Is it an attractive stranger?
No, it's the ugliest stranger you've ever seen, man.
An ugly stranger, and is an attractive person that I hate.
Ugly on the inside. But
they might turn into a princess, bro. They might like turn into a princess or something. You feel me?
It's a Disney prince.
And like, how long is this kiss? Is it like a peck? Is it like
7 seconds?
No, Mambo. It's a kiss.
7
It was
seconds.
defined. Mambo, listen.
7
Mambo, if it is defined,
that's what we're doing.
Mambo, if it is defined as a kiss,
with?
If it is defined as a kiss, you cannot let your lips unlock for more than at least 3 seconds. If it's a kiss, that is a kiss. A peck is like a peck, and it's not even a peck is not even a second. But a kiss, you have to hold it there, bro.
No, it's 3 seconds, no tongue, man. But you got to make the noise.
Yeah.
You gotta make the noise.
Oh, you gotta make the
You
noise.
gotta get the smack. You gotta get the smack. You feel me?
That's
You gotta hit the
That's naughty.
J to the noir.
Wow.
J to the noir. Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. All right,
man.
proper.
Bugsy, what are you doing, man? Kissing a random stranger or kissing someone you hate?
I'm kissing somebody I hate.
You hate?
Me too.
You're thinking of that person right now. There's a person that you're thinking of.
Yeah, this
right now.
definitely. Yeah. We just made out.
Yo, Bugsy, you got a mad active imagination, son.
It is active.
This boy is wild.
This
This boy is wild.
This is my thing.
Swerve, what
just
are
a
you
lot.
doing?
There's a lot of variables.
I'm gonna
with
change it up.
kissing a
Though. I'm gonna
stranger.
say kiss a stranger
Kiss a
because
stranger.
yeah, I mean, if
Why?
it's someone I hate, then it's like I hate them for a reason, and they're
Right?
probably nasty. So
Yeah.
I'm cool on that.
Right.
I'll roll the dice.
You know, I'm with Swerve, man.
I'll roll the dice.
I'm with Swerve. I'm with Swerve. You know, if it's someone I hate,
I think I'm gonna go ahead and join you gentlemen over there too, man. I might have to go with the stranger because if I hate you, like
that's what I'm saying. Like I
What
don't
if
hate
it's a
a lot
homeless
of people.
person?
Hate's a
I don't
strong
even
word.
really like
so.
dislike very many people.
like,
so if
yeah.
I hate you, like I
Yeah, but
can't.
what if
strong, yo.
but what if the random stranger is like a homeless person?
I mean, rolling the dice, man.
Yo, I don't deal with
You're just
nothing,
gonna
bro. I don't deal
get
with
a
nothing. If
Tic
it's
Tac.
cold and wet, I don't deal with it, bro.
You can tell who didn't wear
It's
masks.
just a wine, right? Anyway.
yeah, it's just
I can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Sorry.
I couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, as long as it's a homeless female, I think I can work around it. Like,
that's constructive.
So it's
thinking.
not Dirty Mike and the boys.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go with
Because
kiss
we can
somebody.
we
I'm
can
gonna
work
I'm gonna go with
around
kiss
that,
somebody
like
I hate.
some mouthwash. You know
All
what
right,
I'm
so
saying?
ID, you're kissing someone you hate, and Patron.
Yeah, I think so because everything you guys are saying, I'm thinking about it, and it's like at the end of the day, like everything you guys are talking about, I wouldn't know anything from spit under my shoe, whether he brushed his teeth or whether he has the new pair of drawers on. But when it comes to somebody I hate, I can at least know that they have a home and a pair of parents and somebody that raised them. They may be raised as an idiot, but they were raised and they got clothes and they be alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, the only prerequisite necessary to kissing ID yourself is have a home, because the homeless can't get kissed.
Bro, you gotta have it. Yeah, I said a pair of parents too, bro. I said a pair of parents.
A pair of parents as well.
Yeah, you need a pair of
one
parents.
the parents skips, lad. You can't kiss ID.
It's a wrap, man.
That's it, bro. It's over.
There's some attractive homeless people. I'll just say that too. Just so
You need to
know.
stop. You need to relax. You need to relax.
You gotta drop
All right,
drink some water.
Yeah,
That's it.
Right, we on to our last one, man. Take your pick. All right, man. Your farts were silent, but they smell twice as bad, or your farts are odorless and they're twice as loud.
I go with the loud.
Yo, I'm twice as loud, baby. Let's get it.
I gotta go loud.
I'm twice as loud, baby. Foghorn me out, baby. Let's go.
Jam on that one.
I gotta go loud because the silent is cool up until you're in a confined you're in a confined space. Like, look, like I'm
at the movie theater.
I'm working at the club. That's all good. I can sneak a silent one out. No one knows who did it. Now, if we're in the car, like,
You don't know who did it.
and it smells twice as bad, they're gonna be like, "Yo."
They always
Like,
know
it
who did it
was-
because that person's hella chill.
And you know what? I take that back, bro. You know what? I'm gonna go with the extra stinky. I'm gonna go with the extra stinky, bro, because I'd rather have them be twice as bad. Peep, I'd rather have them be twice as bad, and then y'all can just give me my cool little nickname, and I'm gonna get me a girlfriend one day that accepts me for who I am and how I smell, and we gonna get me some cool little odors and
like,
candles
this
and
is-
whatnot.
See,
I'm
and
be
you're not
alright.
and honestly, if you're pretty healthy, you're not gonna be like farting all that much. So I'd rather like a few.
I'm very healthy.
I'd rather
Yeah, very
a few
healthy.
really loud ones, and then every time it happens, I'd be like, bro, it don't smell, and they'd be like, damn, it don't smell for real, and that'd be the.
I'll be
running
like
joke. They'd
that. I'll be like the Grey's Anatomy kid. You feel me?
he don't stink, and I'd be like,
My ish don't stink. You feel me?
like, see, think about that. The whole world's ish stinks. So if I could fart and my ish don't stink, I'm now so unique, bro. Like, I'm one of a kind.
I'm the unicorn, fam.
It might be loud, but
I'm the
doesn't
only
stink.
odorless farter. Like,
I know that's what my mom said, man. She actually said she wants to do
He
it.
said I'm the only odorless farter.
She said SBD. Like
Would your D? What did your mom say? What'd your mom say, D?
silent but deadly.
And KJ Grant is
SBD
waking
for life.
everyone. He says KJ Grant is waking everyone in the room.
Damn, dog.
See, this would be just troubling during like the early point of dating, because either way you
Oh
go,
my
it's tough.
God.
Like
I mean,
you early on in the
D-Money,
relationship, and
dominance.
D-Money, would you fart around your girlfriend?
Only if she allows
You got
it, man.
to. You got to.
I mean,
You got
eventually you do, but
If you
in
can't,
the
that's
early-
not your girl.
In the early stages, maybe not.
You
but,
said if you
know.
can't, that's not your girl.
I just don't I like the smell of death seeping from your booty just doesn't seem like I'm just, bro. There's some
Smart, your
times where,
organs
like,
are dying and stuff, bro.
like when the silent one surprises you, like I'm just thinking like you don't want that like type of energy. Like I'd
not
rather
supposed to be
just make a
surprising
lot
yourself.
of noise.
Bro,
It's one big one, and then everyone turns, and then because it doesn't smell like anything, I can still deny it. Be like, "Look at-"
That might have been a car, bro.
Right? Somebody's missing a Cadillac converter. I think.
Yeah, they got that new exhaust kit, bro. They got that new exhaust kit.
Oh my god, man, y'all got us gassed.
Oh my goodness.
KJ says, why not get it early in the relationship? Shows a lot. She stays at least. They don't stink because they should probably be gone.
No gas cap.
No gas cap.
No gas cap.
All right, so I don't know if we got a straight answer, but is everyone going with the loud ones or is everyone going with the silent
It
ones?
sounds like it.
I'm going to silent. I'm going to silent.
Bugsy is going silent.
Yeah, I need to kill somebody.
And,
Get away with it.
Boy is bugging out.
Oh,
Like straight
man,
carpet
oh,
bomb.
Hey yo, do y'all remember them little fart bombs came in a little glass container? You would crack it open, just leave it somewhere.
No.
Oh yeah.
hey, Bugsy, you just officially wrote yourself off any tour dates that I may potentially have right there.
Don't give me dairy.
My man.
Don't give me dairy.
Hey, we can't give him no dairy and don't drive past no beaches, man.
Yo,
it's gonna be
our combo.
We gotta
KJ
route
Mike.
it through the city.
Yo, we're gonna take Bugsy to every Dairy Queen in the country.
KJ might have just won best comment on that one. Go start killing, man. I think that's enough. Take your pick for the evening. So thank everyone for playing. Thank you for the comments.
Yeah.
My mom and everybody else for watching. And man, we're gonna get some birthday love. There's some people celebrating birthdays, including one person out of my family. It's her birthday today, my sister. Happy birthday,
Happy
Deborah.
birthday, sis.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's my not niece, but nephew. Yeah, my nephew. Sorry, Ezra. I don't know why I couldn't say that word, but yeah, nephew Ezra. Yeah. All right. Also celebrating a birthday, man. Kaleem Beats.
Happy
Oh
birthday.
yeah, my brother Kaleem.
Hey yo, Kaleem, I made the beats.
My brother Kaleem, man, go fulfill this dream, man.
Hey, we also got Marshall Hughes celebrating a birthday.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Marshall Dang. A whole bunch of Pisces.
Also showing love, man. Luke Rain, good producer out here. Happy birthday.
That's my boy Luke, man. That's my guy right there. Yo. He when he first came out to not when he first came out, when he first started coming up, I hit him up on the internet, and he was such a real dude that he picked me up back when I didn't have a car with his mom. And his mom drove me and him to go do music in Seattle, and then he still took me home. That dude is a real one.
Hey, that is real, man. For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
that dude's a real one.
For sure. He has a lot more hair than the last time I saw him, man.
They used to call him Trap Jesus.
Real wavy.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go. KJ Grand, man, our own guy. Right? Always showing us love.
Shout out to KJ,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Yeah, man. Light.
I'm about to give you that other $10, bro.
Light up 35 Newports from my guy KJ, man.
Hey.
That sounds.
I'm about to give him that other. I'm about to shoot him that other $10, man.
Any other birthdays before we get to this next break?
Hey, I'm gonna do something different, man. I want to give a shout out to all the babies that were born today. You feel me? And that's just something that, you feel me. I've been spending a lot of time in the hospital, and they have this song that they play every time a portion of the hospital has a baby that was healthy and born. And when you hear it, it's just something that people kind of know and listen to, and they kind of go on about their day. But I just want to pay respect to all the new babies that just came into the world today within this last 24-hour period. And we want to say we appreciate you, and we hope y'all grow up healthy and smart and do wise things and make something beautiful.
Shout out to my cousin Kuya Ryan, man. Happy birthday. His birthday's today.
How do you say that name again?
Ryan. Kuya is a term in Filipino. It just means
okay.
older sibling somewhat.
For
and
sure,
double
for
shout
sure.
to KJ Grand, man. That's pretty much one of my best friends growing up. So
for sure.
Like I said, man, like them 35 Newports to the
Hey,
face.
has KJ always been like funny? Has he always been funny like this? Like KJ is hilarious, bro.
He's funnier in person.
Hey,
For sure.
That boy is
hey,
hilarious.
that's stepping it up another level, though.
Hey, we might have to interview. We might have to interview KJ, bro.
We might have to. Bugsy, birthdays.
What?
You got any birthdays? Anybody celebrating birthday in your life?
Oh, nah. I don't know people.
Okay.
Just the beach.
Single wolf pack.
All right, Swerve. Anybody?
Man, I can't think of anybody either.
Okay.
This is like that weird time.
Shout
like,
out my
you
dog.
know,
Shout out my
February
dog
to
Paul
March
Marche
kind of
just
thing.
celebrated his birthday.
Who?
Paul Marche. His birthday
Paul
was
Marche?
on Sunday.
Shout out to Paul.
And shout out to
Paul.
my guy T Rawls. He just had his baby, man. So legend born too, man.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to Bon Marche just while we're at it.
The store?
You need to relax, Patron.
Oh, we're on the topic.
All right, man. We got to get to another break, so we're gonna play another song before that. This one is coming at you from the ATL by an artist by name of Baby Rose. So check her joint out. It's called I Won't Tell. So right here on Fresh Juice and Rainier Avenue. When we come back, ID the question and another half hour of show for you. So don't go nowhere.
I'll take the money, don't need the fame. It's temporary, I say it's okay. You're not the kind to take up my space. I love the way you say the things you say. It's just the money, things that you do. It takes a go, you're a bit of move. Some need emotion,
I really hope that
I'll take the thrill. Let's make a deal, I'll keep all up still. I won't tell. I won't tell. Run, 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 and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. Run, 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 and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. Take all the money, make all the plays. Know all about you, don't play any games. You just don't know about the things I do. I'm not that Ivy, I can play the fool. You know I'm different from a stranger place. You like it flashy, I have different tastes. And don't you worry if what I say is true. Pretty soon, won't be beating you. Hey, I won't tell. If you don't, hey, I won't tell. Run, 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 and roll, 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 roll. Run, 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 and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. Come on, say I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell.
I won't say nothing if you don't. I won't say nothing about those nights all up in my hotel. Your hands all on my propel. I won't gas up the whole deal. Stay with hood like a co-sale. Hot in here, she let me nail. Leave my mark on that twang.
I got a feeling that I'm see-through in the dark. All of these people watching, laughing as I fall. I tell myself, relax, it's just kicking in. When it's all over, style and the acronyms for say. Stuck in the same routine, I need a break. Giving too much. Looking out the window. What's really going on? Don't know which way to go. Don't know which way is home. Coming up to the top, too scared to drop. Going through a lot, but they say it's a good time. A good time.
What up? This Experience, aka XP. You are rocking with Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Another
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth to me means to provide and establish wealth for generations to come, whether it be through real estate or through other equitable funding, stocks, bonds, but first of all, I think that general wealth starts with securing property. And that's it.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
On Rainier Avenue Radio.world, look for the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show. I'm Dennis Weaver, your good food guide and host, helping you to feel good and look good, and who wouldn't want some of that? All that and more from the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Stories, songs, and guests. Begin living the organic good food life, and the rest of your life just may be the best of your life. Always up, baby, to your help.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
Shout, shout, shout. What's up, y'all? It's your pal Mal Holiday, and you're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo.
50 different things that'll go through my thoughts at one time. Randomly blur out one thing, I'm about to lose my mind. Sometimes I think I might be, I wonder a lot. Oh, I wonder if he like me. Is my outfit popping? I need to go shopping. Visa card swiping. Oh, 50 different texts being sent in 10 different directions. My BFF got the T on my man and he need correction. What's up with my connection? Bye-bye. Can't be my life, I can't connect to Wi-Fi. Talking to myself is selfish. I wasn't talking to you, I was thinking out loud. I do that sometimes, don't mind me. I said I wasn't talking to you, I was thinking out loud. I do that sometimes, don't mind me, no. You're always on my mind, but a day will go by before I reply. Don't know why, but please don't blame my heart. Blame it on my mind. Cause I typed a message in, but I didn't hit send. My a terrible friend, that's rhetorical. You're adorable, so please don't be alarmed. You notice that I'm all alone. Conversation going on. I promise ain't nothing wrong with me. I was talking to my best, talking to myself. Oh, sometimes there's no one there. I wasn't talking to you, I was thinking out loud. I do that sometimes. Don't mind it, baby.
Seattle Radio Crash Shows. Yes, live every night, 9 11 p.m. You are about to ID the question. ID, what you got? ID. You are muted, sir.
My bad, yo. From your scalp to your feet, I do the question when you speak. Let me ask you something. I just want to talk to people about, history and realizing that we're losing a lot of it within all the artists that have been passing away. Rest in peace to Nipsey again. Rest in peace to everybody that has passed away. I want to ask if you feel that DJs are under the same, and successful DJs as well as up and coming ones are under the same social pressures as our successful recording artists that are passing away, dying, and being trapped into these lyric related issues that get them pinned down in court and all kind of other situations that are just completely unnecessary. Do you think that DJs are susceptible to these same scenarios based on their close relation to all these artists and what we do together as musicians?
I mean, I would say yes and no. I mean, yes, in the sense that, I mean, it goes into like the cancel culture, like, kind of mindset with, the Kanyes or like the R. Kellys, any of those artists that are doing some really crazy ish, that, I mean, you just kind of get like the side eye, if you do play those records. I mean, I know there's a lot of places like R. Kelly is just like completely off the table,
Right.
For example. Kanye, it's kind of like depending on where you're as far as like kind of being like this is a whole nother thing too, man, but
because you go into the club and you play, you go into the club and you play Kanye West Flashing Lights and people want to dance
100%.
But
then there's also like you said, like where there's like the pressure of the lyrics though too, so it's like you got to be careful in the sense of like, at least for like me or my experience, like here in Seattle, that, you can't play too many of those records back to back to back, or else like things are going to pop off. So like, there's always like that kind of like stigma attached to it, that it's like when I play at certain places, like in Seattle in the past, it hasn't happened to me as much like anymore, but like in the past where, there was a fight in the club, or like, I mean, there was even times where and like we'd still get blamed for it because of, playing X, Y, and Z. Like I've had to like, as I call it, like kind of check them on the ice and be like, yo, I was playing Michael Jackson, so I don't know what you're coming with on that.
Right. Right. The fact that these guys just wanted to fight. I was playing Thriller. I don't know.
Yeah. So negative stigma that goes with it. I mean, I think that, it's just, and we're, like the situation,
because we've always had social media and news related issues with all of our artists since day one, before we even had social media. And so I think of DJs like Swervewon, and I think of DJs like Sir Mix-a-Lot, and I'm sure they always had issues with what they were playing and why they could or couldn't play it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there was definitely stipulations. I mean, there's been 10 plus years ago that even like when I played would play in Portland, they had like a no hip hop like ordinance, I guess you call it, like you couldn't play hip hop, and like if the LCB came through, like they would fine clubs for playing hip hop. So like you really had to like walk this fine line of if it's Kate Trinata, it's okay, because it's dance music,
Right.
but if it's a YG record, like no way, like that can't happen. So you kind of, at least for me, I mean, like I was in a good situation where I can bend the genres and like hop from here to here to here, in 4 songs, where depending on who's playing, like it could be pigeonholed to an extent. I mean, shoot, like even like just living here and being like a full-time DJ, I get pigeonholed as just being just a hip-hop DJ.
Right,
it's like,
right.
I don't listen to just hip-hop, but
of course,
I mean, like if you follow me and like see like my stories, it's like, yeah, I'm posting like Griselda stuff or whatever, so it's like it does look like it's all hip-hop, but like if you actually came out and like listened to me play, like that's not the case. Me personally, like I'm still staying away from like the Kanye record, but I just kind of like, I'm in a situation where it's just like, I feel like the places I play at, it's just like hypersensitive. Like we live in like Seattle where it's super hypersensitive too. Like I'm playing in Vegas like in a couple weeks. I'll probably play a Kanye record then, you know, but
Right.
it's just kind of where you're at, you know, like and knowing
I
the
think
environment, I like to say like kind of read the room.
I think in correlation to the ID, the question too, I would definitely say yes, just because if you work in any facet of the world of entertainment or hip hop, you're gonna be subject to the dangers that, like, you know, the people who have fallen have come to. Like, you know, I mean, me and Swerve have been on the hill hosting and DJing events where at the let out something might pop off and go on, and it's just like it just comes with the territory of the environment. I feel like especially as long as it's gonna be as it is now, where it's kind of for us by us type situation, until we get into the higher ownership positions and people owning security companies and things like that, having like larger support is just kind of
100%.
I
I
mean,
mean, that's
part
a
of
major
part of the
factor in it
scope.
too, is your security and your promoters and stuff like that too, you know. And like, you know, the one thing that I see, like especially in this town, and I mean, to be honest, like in a lot of other cities too, it's just like the promoters and the security don't always necessarily like take any accountability or responsibility if things do go, you know, the wrong way.
They just want to be hired.
You know,
for the job.
it always falls on, you know, either the DJ or like the bar, you know, the bar club owner, you know, like if things go the wrong way. I mean, I'm not going to say names, but, you know, like even, you know, here in Seattle, some of the clubs here, you know, it's just like, you know, you're doing weird stuff, like, you know, weird things are going to happen, you know.
Right. No, absolutely.
There's certain things you should be doing and certain things you shouldn't be doing either, you know.
And it's an understanding it's understanding the environment and knowing the scope of like what's gonna work, what's not gonna work.
And I know recording
100%.
artists already know those dangers and those limitations, and so I was just curious if DJs know those limitations as well as the people that are playing the records.
That's why I feel like it was yes and no, because it's a yes to you're in that environment, but it's a no to the part of like a DJ doesn't write any lyrics, so he's not going to be indicted for saying I got a Glock with a 30 stick or things like that.
Yeah, I'm more
that
so
whole
mean like
situation is crazy.
it's like, think about it like this: is like if they told him to stop playing Kanye and he kept playing Kanye, then it's like a situation where once he gets done DJing, how's he gonna get to the car?
Oh, for sure.
You know,
Right.
you know, it's like the politics. I get that he won't get.
I have been told that I couldn't play certain songs, and I actually got, I wouldn't say fired, but I didn't get asked to come back because of a certain song. YG
F Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I knew
it turned out, like
it's
the
the most
dude was like a
controversial record.
super Trumper, you know, like full supporter. And I was just like, dog, it's just a song. Who cares? You know, like
right.
At the
It's
time I was trying to be cute too, and like played like, you know, like the Macklemore remix of it, you know, to kind of help me out a little bit, you know, but it didn't work. And like nobody said anything to me that night. But like, yeah, the next day they were just like, yeah, dog, like dude is like contributes to his fund and like, you know, to his presidency. And this was like before he got elected.
Wow.
You know?
Right.
Like,
wow.
You know, I didn't feel any type of way about it at the time. You know, it was just like it was. To me, it was just a good record. You know? So I didn't think of it like, you know, what we're gonna see.
That's the thing about that
4
song.
years
It's
later,
like
you know,
a
what I'm
sonically
saying?
good
So,
song though. Like
it was
put
just
together the
slap,
record
you
well.
know, like,
yeah.
and people sang along to it, so you got good like, you know, call and response to it.
Right.
You know?
He's just sitting there mad, bro.
It's definitely probably like the diss song of the century for sure.
Yo, Bugs, how do you feel about this, Bugs?
About Trump?
No, about the question.
Yeah, let's get political.
I already know how you feel about Trump.
Oh, maybe the coalition with the drama with the lyrics,
Yeah, the DJs.
of that sort.
Yeah.
I think the DJs have a little more leeway as like Switzerland for the DJs. DJs are pretty much in their clear. A lot of that politics does go to the artists.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right,
lyrically, definitely. I feel like they do have potential with like I mean variants on where you at. Like Like there's
Or
certain
even if
places
first say like even if Buggzy, like what if like what if his
if you're in
DJ?
a certain neighborhood, you can't break another's record. You know what I mean? If you're
Right,
in a
true.
GD neighborhood, you can't be playing.
Right.
You know.
I mean-
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, that type
All
of
right,
situation.
so we are completely out of time, man. We got to give both of our guests the opportunity for final words. Patron, thank you for seeing the juice that we were drinking
Shout out to
tonight.
my girl for bringing the juice.
Passion orange guava, good stuff.
Thank
man.
you, Gina. We
Very
appreciate it.
nice,
All
very
right,
nice.
so yes, we have literally a minute left. So Swerve and Bugsy, I want to give you both the opportunity for any final words. I know there's a lot of things we weren't able to discuss during the night, but yeah, Bugsy, anything you want to say before we bounce?
It's the mafia, baby.
Hey, yes, thank you. Go cop that My Love joint, by the way. It's out, it's everywhere. Swerve, anything?
Man, just you know, be cool to each other, you know, and just spread that love, man. Like we got too much hate going on and like too much tension. Like let's take it back to when it used to be fun, just in general, you know, and like you know, just interactions with people again, you know. People are just like so distant and it's frustrating. I don't know if it's just here, but you know, just people are just like too much in their bubble, you know, like let's interact again, you know.
Right. Yes.
Life's too short, man. Life's too short.
Man. Whew. All right. Next week on Fresh Juice. Wow, this show went way too fast. Next week we got another DJ coming through. DJ Queen Cash.
The homegirl.
Cash, I put the Y in there. I didn't know, but
No, that's right. No, you said it right.
It's Cash. Okay.
No, Cash.
No, is it Cash? Is it Cash?
Oh, is
okay.
it? Oh,
Okay.
I got it wrong then. I'm sorry, girl.
This is the first time for me.
My
No.
bad.
Anyway, yes, not
well-
only is she a DJ, but she also is a regional curator for Spotify for Northwest.
Wow.
Music. So
Yeah, that's the home-
he will
that's
be
the
on the
homegirl.
program next week. We'll be joined by Sensational of New York. So man, another New York artist joining us next week. March
East
8th.
Coast representing.
DJ Queen Cash, sorry, and Sensational. That's March 8th, 9 to 11 p.m. right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. Make sure you join us then. The Neon Ghost Show is next, so keep sipping that fresh juice and peace and bless.